If you ever had any doubts about law enforcement and the military taking Donald Trump's side in the wake of his escalation of tyranny and authoritarianism, you can let those doubts rest. Yes, they are on his side, like they almost always are throughout every era of history. You can always trust the military and the police to fail in their job to stop tyrants and authoritarians from destroying the country. Recent footage has been shown of LAPD officers trying to trample a man with their horses and trying to beat the shit out of him. Not only that, but an LAPD officer shot a rubber bullet at a news reporter from Australia for no reason at all. If you think these people aren't going to side with Trump and the destruction of the Constitution, you are wrong.
Protest and enforce the law when criminal acts occur. The LAPD remains focused on its core mission to protect lives, safeguard constitutional rights, and serve every neighborhood in Los Angeles with integrity. Let me open it up now for any questions you might have or any points that we can clarify.
So in this video, they attempted to circle around him, whack him, try to run him over with their horses, and then another officer comes along and instead of removing him from the premises and clearing him away from the officers to ensure not only his safety but also their safety, instead he just throws him right back to the ground and then kneels on him. To accomplish what exactly? To accomplish what? Is he under arrest? What is going? They're trying to jump him from horseback. And then instead of removing this guy from the premises, trying to get him to safety to ensure the safety of the officers and him, he just gets slammed right back to the ground. And the guy's not even fighting them. He's just being attacked. He's just being attacked. That's what this is ridiculous. Then it gets even more insane. An LAPD officer, for literally zero reason at all, aims at a news reporter from Australia and just shoots her in the leg for literally zero reason at all.
Deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA. Oh! You just shut the fuck up.
You okay?
I'm good. Okay.
They think they're in Fallujah. They think they're in Iraq fighting Al-Qaeda. Stop. I'm tired of like these cops who like fashion themselves as like infantrymen in the military. You are not that. Just relax. You're not some fucking 2004 Marine going through Fallujah with Al-Qaeda in the buildings. Come here. Like, you are not, that's not you, okay? You're not some Vietnam, like the fucking, you're not some 82nd Airborne soldier. Like, you are a cop, okay, with rubber bullets. As far as we can tell, nothing was going on. He just aimed, and it's ironic. She sits there and talks about the officers shooting people with the rubber bullets, and not even a full 2 minutes, not even a minute later, the cop raises his fucking rubber bullet rifle and shoots her right in the leg. This is embarrassing. This is disgusting. A non-citizen, I don't know. She might be a citizen. She might not. I don't know. She's working for, 9 News Australia. She's a U.S. correspondent. She might be a citizen. I don't know. But she's obviously not, originally from America or whatever. She's from Australia. And this is just embarrassing. This is just ridiculous. She gets shot in the leg by a stupid, idiotic cop with one job to do, which is to maintain the peace and safety of the public. You're there to keep this protest as safe as humanly possible. Obviously, you got stuff popping off in the background, whatever's going on, firecrackers, whatever. It's a tense situation. But to sit there and to shoot a reporter in the leg is beyond ridiculous. And in conjunction with them trying to trample a man with his horses is absolutely fucking ridiculous. This is insane. Literally trying their best to run them over with the horses. And of course, the horses have no interest in trampling over a body of a human. The horses have no interest in trampling, but the cops are like, come on, kill the person. The horse is like, no, thank you. No, no, thank you. I don't get paid to do this shit. They don't get paid at all. The horses are trying their best to not run over these fucking these people, run over this man, and the police are just trying their best to direct the horses to run over this man. And then they shoot this lady in the leg for just reporting the news. It's ridiculous. They think you're not at war. You're just a cop. It's not that serious. You pop a reporter in the leg for what? She's just reporting the news. If in order to hit your target, you have to fucking sit there and shoot a reporter, maybe you should lower your rifle and wait till you have a clear view. Or if it requires you to pop multiple people, most of whom are doing nothing at all, maybe you should hold your fire. Maybe you should wait until you have a clear, reasonable, understandable target. But a bunch of a spread out group of people just standing there with, you know, Mexican flags and Palestine flags and all of that, and you pop a shot? Seriously? As far as we can see, we got a reporter and two other people with cameras, and it only hits her, by the way. It just hits her. And that's an accomplishment. This is policing to them. This is what policing is. And you wonder why the situation is escalating. Donald Trump wants this shit to escalate as much as possible. That's the reality of it. He's hoping to God it escalates far beyond where it should. He wants troops to get hurt. He wants this to spiral out of control. Hence why he's doing this. Local law enforcement are a fucking joke. Shooting reporters, trying to trample people with horses. This is ridiculous. This is insane. This is unprofessional, and it's just dumb. Absolutely ridiculous. Shooting a reporter in the leg. And this is an accomplishment to these characters. Absolutely ridiculous. This is what Donald Trump wants. This is exactly what Donald Trump wants. If you had any doubt about law enforcement and the military aiding and abetting this, you can rest those doubts. These people literally love the idea of fascism. These people embrace it. It's a part of their aesthetic, their mystique, all of that. These are not freedom fighters. These are not, people who, protect and serve the people. These are people who prioritize authority, even when it's clearly tyrannical and wrong. When this is all over, we need to very seriously educate law enforcement about not just enforcing the law on average, everyday, dirty plebeians like us, but also the elite like Trump and company, Trump and friends. That's if we make it out of this one, It's starting to look like this guy's the Antichrist. I don't know if we're making it out of this one, chat, but we'll see.